Hi everyone, it's Dorcas, and I am currently at Moynihan Hall again because I am heading to the Baltimore Pen Show, and I am just waiting for my Amtrak train to depart. It is currently 7:20, and my train leaves at 7:49. So I'll be getting to Baltimore around 10:40, and then I will be there probably for the remainder of the show. Oh, I'll be back. Anywho, so I do not really have any plans on things I want to get there. I just want to go check it out. I've never been to this show before, so I'm excited to check out a new city and pen show. I don't even think I've ever been to Baltimore. So, first time. And I will be meeting my friend there. She lives in the area. And then we're going to have some fun and be surrounded by stationery folks. I have a few friends who will be there, some other peeps. And yeah, so let's see what it's like. My early morning Amtrak ride was smooth and uneventful. I was able to hop aboard not long after arriving, and soon we were on our way. The foggy, misty weather made the New Jersey landscape look downright dreamy. Yeah, right. The show was taking place at the Marriott near the airport and train station, and at the very front of the show, we were greeted by a young entrepreneur. You couldn't read it.
How are you guys doing?
Good. These are so cute.
Welcome to my 3D stand.
Look at these little eggs.
So these eggs have little dragons in them.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Oh,
I love this tiny little guy.
those are so cute.
That's Saltmer. She's just waiting to.
Aww.
Yeah.
I mean, not silly. They have more with others.
Sean Design also had a table right at the entrance to the show, and there were people milling about the luxury brands of America tables. So right when I walked in, I wanted to just scope out the layout of the show. There was this long corridor where Luxury Brands of America took up one side of the wall, but with other smaller vendors scattered throughout. We had JJ Lax here grinding some nibs, and after walking the hall, I went back to the front of the show to check out Luxury Brands of America's table. They had some cute bannus, and my friend was quite drawn to the sparkly pink and blue one. I was looking at this beautiful, like floral designed pen.
Say no more, my friend. Look at you. Look at that.
Did I not send you something like that?
I think you did. I like.
I don't blame her for being attracted to this one because it is quite pretty. They had quite a few inks, but I was only on the search for Sailor Blue Black, which I could not find at their table. I spotted Natasha's or Inky's cannoli pen wipes, and I thought that it was genius marketing to have it here away from her table so people could be drawn to hers further inside the show. Toys in the Attic had some bargain items here for those who are starting out or curious about a certain brand but don't want to pay too much. They also had desk mats and other cases, notebooks, papers. Up ahead, Jean had a variety of sticker books, folders, cases, creativity books, and these cool creation kits that were themed so that you would have a curated set of cards, paper, stickers, just anything you'll need to create a little junk journaling spread.
We also have Instagram if you want to keep.
Oh, I already
yourself
follow you
updated.
guys.
Oh,
Thank you, Samantha. Like, you know.
We have stay updated on the changes you can get on Instagram. So my name's Sabrina. So these
I love that it's like something different.
are made by my sister Sharon. Books are made by
I mostly use dip pens, and I wanted like a nice place to like hold my pen and then also use the ink because I make it myself. I do black.
I hadn't heard of Fantastic Pens before, but they had some cool stickers, rickshaw pen holders, and some interesting pens.
No, it's
You're doing something good for the environment.
So yeah, they're not the fanciest, but they're definitely
No, they're good.
great.
Thank you.
Did you hear me go?
Yes.
Passport cover.
Oh, that
Oh,
looks like a touch that leather inside.
I know, it's really yummy. It's very, very pretty.
I just love your color
purple.
palette.
Oh,
It's
thank
like
you.
Your colors.
I just got
Day Art Store was there with an assortment of stamp supplies, so clear stamps, wax seal stamps. I love that they had these marble coasters or plates so that you can make standalone wax seal stamps if you wanted to add a little adhesive to the end of it. Lots of little handles that are super cute. Adam of Happy Hour Pens and Gifts was also there with a bunch of color verse inks, as well as fountain pens like Benu, Novelar, some Pelicans, a bunch of different brands.
Hey, you. How you doing? Good to see you
I
again.
know. How's it going?
We're pretty good. Yesterday was really slow.
Really?
It was
Well, it's Friday. People are working.
So the major ballroom was pretty crowded, but nothing too overwhelming, but it was definitely bustling in there. Garni & Co. was on hand with their leather covers, wallets, keychains, and other pouches. Tasha had some beautiful kimono fabric pen rolls and pen cases as well. The fabric was just shimmering threads. It was absolutely gorgeous. And to go along with those pencil pouches, they had these really expensive pens. They were gorgeous, but way over our price range.
Pero ¿viste el precio? El precio en el verde.
I love that Kirk of Pen Realm not only does nib grinding, but he offers a huge assortment of stationery and fountain pens. I don't know if all of them are already tuned by him, but he has quite the variety of offerings at his table.
Are you cut off?
Yeah, I can't buy any more.
I wouldn't do pilot.
It has to be a new pen brand, a new filling method. You know what though? I don't have a back fill.
So I'd stick to, you're kind of, with the vintage pens, you're kind of stuck to like the more generic, like simple blacks.
He had rickshaw bags as well as inks, clips, and stickers.
Hello Kitty. I love it. Absolutely love it.
So cute.
Le Petit Prince.
And while Kirk had some rickshaw bags, across from him was the rickshaw table, so there was even more designs to choose from. And they had the bonsai bag as well as Fillmore cases, the Sinclair, 2 pen cases, just a whole bunch of items. This table had a huge assortment of retro 51s.
Clip it on, and when you need it, you pop out your little wipe to wipe your pen and stuff.
Oh, it's a little bit. I thought it was made for your nose.
Sure, I mean, I guess you could.
So like that's the one thing I could chip my. Oh wow.
And we also had Helen's Creations with her kimono pen cases, and they're all handmade in Jersey.
And they're so cute.
Perfect.
Like that.
So cute.
And you can screw them into the nib and screw them into the top if you like to have them posted.
Tom Studio's pens are really intriguing to me, especially the teeny little field mouse, which wasn't pictured here, but I've heard great things about as well. The show, as per usual, had so many vintage pens. It was a sea of people's collections, and it's just always fascinating to talk to some of these collectors about the pens that they gravitate toward and just what even got them into this hobby. We had so many awesome conversations with the people behind the table. Just the satisfaction that they get from completing a repair or restoring a vintage pen back to working condition. Just you can just tell that they're super into this industry, and it's palpable. And I just took my time to get to know what some of these vintage pens are like. A popular brand is the Esterbrook Model J, which my friend here had already given me one a year ago, and so we were checking out the other colors because I have a black one. Pelicans are another very popular model in many of these vintage collectors' tables. But along with the really popular brands, I was kind of intrigued by all of the other models and brands I've never even heard of, like Eclipse pens. But when I saw flexible nib pens, I had to stop and try one out.
There's something about that pen that attracts people. You're the 4th people today that have tried it.
Oh really? It's so
It's from
cute.
the flexible box, right?
Yeah. So cute. Yeah.
There's something about that pen that attracts people.
The cow pattern.
But it's still there, so it's obviously...
And speaking of flexible nibs, Magna Carta's table had quite a few for show. And I say only show because we were not about to buy these expensive pens. As pretty as they are and as flexy as those nibs might be, there's definitely a wish list item.
Bigger ones. This is really nice. I definitely like this one. But girl, I'm not buying this for $300.
The main ballroom was really where it was at. I mean, this is where we spent the majority of our time and where most of the vendors were situated.
For like like pen dipping, you know, and just testing them out.
Oh yeah.
It's just
That's a fancy one.
it's a mother of pearl. 75 bucks.
Put your hand behind it.
They're cute, gorgeous, but like, you know. Oh, that's cute. That stays right there. There's yes fruits. Here they are. Oh, well, I love you. I love you all. You want to come home with me, don't
But
you?
you don't find them too thin?
The hotel is like.
I always enjoy browsing through Harold's Bright Idea because he has the most interesting and just kooky items that you won't really find on other people's tables. I mean, like these crocodile, I guess, letter openers. And every time I look through my footage of the video that I've taken at Harold's table, I'm always like, wait, well, I didn't even see that little phone when I was there, or that little car. Just all of these little trinkets that he adds in between his pen cases are just so funny to me. I love it. It's just whimsy snuck in between vintage.
And what's that one?
It is what
I already have 2 Hachimangas.
Yeah, it is like larger.
I got the 2 that I wanted.
That's right.
Let me check back on that one.
We're here today and tomorrow.
This is a Pelican.
Can you hold the rainy day one? It's so cute.
It is super cute.
Has a monoline grind on it, but I see why.
What?
You'll never be caught in the rain.
And it's not inked, right? Is it inked? Oh, it is. Let me see. It's a long line.
Oh, I write super, super small.
So pretty.
That's a factory find.
Everything I have has some sparkling, shimmering, glittering, something. And then I have some custom inks here that are colorverse inks made for my brand. So here's some like samples of my pens have shimmer. And I have 2 new inks that I just came out with. Unfortunately, they have not arrived from Korea yet for this show, which I'm so bummed about. But
I'm sorry.
and I send it to my maker and I say, hey, let's make this a pen. And that's what they do.
Girl.
That is Mercury. Tell me that's not gorgeous.
Is this a 5?
No, a Yobo number 6.
Yobo
I have
6.
all the sizes.
I got to say hi to Rich at River City Pen Co., who had his variety of nib holders as well as pens. And it's just an absolute pleasure to talk to. At Federalist Pens and Papers, I was just keeping a vague eye out for Sailor Blue Black. They had a ton of ink brands as per usual, as well as notebooks, and I was almost gonna buy a Nemesine notepad, but ultimately decided to leave it behind for another day. Legendary Pencil Company. I remember the first purchase I made back in DC, one of these mechanical pencils. I still love what they stand behind and the work that they put into just this very particular niche.
I make the fabric and then make the accessories.
Glasses? Or glasses?
No, that one's actually
Oh, for the pen. Oh.
For glass case. They're super
for the
cute.
writing. Oh, that's so nice.
Glass
oh,
case.
That goes around. Oh, what a great idea.
It's really
So
cute.
these are for glasses.
Yeah, oh, okay.
My dog, I get so much hair out of her. I could.
So what's the new stuff that you've got for this show?
This is my Drops of Jupiter. That is my show pen. It's going to be a resin that I'm going to carry at least the first half of the year. It's got the custom sleeve that fades pink into purple with the pink and the purple
so
shimmer.
good on like this camera. It's like illuminescent. It looks really nice.
And hopefully Leo's coming out in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
So.
In the ingredients. Edie, I have to ask, what do you think of this?
What was it? Oh my god, no. No, I'm a teacher. I'm over it. It's over. I've been over it since September.
It's been funny watching.
And as much as I'm annoyed by the whole 6'7" phenomenon, this 3D printed model is pretty cool.
Where are you guys based?
Virginia, actually. Fredericksburg.
Well, Donnie's not as
Depending on
crazy
traffic,
as-
it's not far.
Exactly.
Geographically, it's not far.
Well, fine.
Yeah.
That black one is actually the showstopper.
I know, that's probably my favorite on the table. I'm surprised it's still there.
How incredible is Ben's Hobonichi Week's handwriting? Like, it almost doesn't even look real. It looks printed. We were just so impressed.
Now you have all my secrets.
And on the fitting.
That is mine right there.
Very kindergarten class. Oh, but these are cool though. Look at these with the little. Is that like a window? An ink?
Yep. Oh, God, so excited. But I want that tiny bit. Okay, that's nice.
My friend and I wondered if the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea fountain pen set by Saint Dupont actually cost $20,000, but it's only $12,000, so I mean it's really a bargain if you think about it. These fountain pens with the gears and just the intricate details inside were so cool.
I admire your courage.
No, because I don't need it right now, right? But if I buy a pen, it's going to be this one. I promise you that.
It's so cute.
It
You
is.
love the pocket.
Have you written with one? Would you like to? Just so you know what you're thinking about?
You did have them
Yes.
samples last time.
I don't remember if I wrote with it. I might have been like, no.
I really think it's only a matter of time before my friend finally buys the Stationery Universe fountain pen. And right next to Stationery Universe was Heinz, and so I got to say hello to them and nearly get enabled and tempted to buy something, but I held strong. Sorry, Francisco.
They're very cute. Also, your nails look amazing. Thank you.
I was going to say.
Thank you.
Really nice. Look, it's purple. It's all purple.
Yeah. Let me see.
Ooh! Oh, these, you know what though? I think the grip section is black. And I think that's why I haven't bought this one yet. Because it's a soft flex. It slightly flexes. I have the black version of this.
Oh, you want all black?
Did I give it to you already? I might have given it to you.
It was so great to see Tonia feed your creativity and see her little charms. I still have my little elephant charm that I bought from her last year at the DC Pen Show, and it is the cutest little thing.
Normally, the pen itself will be
and today we're doing it for 68.
Awesome, thank you. Let's take a look. I always like, these are Twisby wannabes.
I was just gonna say, they're very Twisby vibes.
What I like about them is on the back, they lock compared to the Ecos where they still like can come undone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so the dots line up and then you just pull them apart and it unlocks.
I'm gonna mess this up.
You're gonna break it.
I feel like I'm gonna break it.
No, you're fine.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, okay. There we go.
It pops.
Oh, okay.
And then you can twist and refill.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's cute. Got it. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, they are Twisby wannabes.
Yeah.
Derail Pens, I got to say hi to Adolphus, aka my future record label manager. He was just an absolute ray of light. He is just such a sweet, sweet man with some really beautiful pens.
Yeah, she's a national treasure.
Alrighty, we doing cash or card?
I'll do that.
Alrighty, so we 48 one that you wanna.
Oh, I remember you really like
I
that.
absolutely love it. And this fits my office. Like, it's perfect. Just put all my junk in the drawer.
It's like, is that like dragon?
So we call it the mermaid,
Turn it around.
but if you want it to be a dragon, once you buy it, it's whatever
It's
you
whatever
want.
you want it to do, right? And see, like, this is beautiful. Like, I love how classy that is.
Oh, that looks
Look how gorgeous that is. Again, if I was a classy gal, I'd do this, but...
Lord, we spent so much time at Lincoln Leathers. It was unreal because we were going through all of their different leather colors and patterns, just trying to find a tray, like a pen tray that we liked. I mean, it was just hard to choose because there were so many good combinations. Kenro Industries was there representing Esterbrook and Schaefer's, and I'm really looking forward to that travel journal kit that I will be getting at Little Craft Fest at a workshop. But I just, it's always just nice to say hi to the crew.
She's lucky.
Two shows in a row.
She won here too?
Yeah, she won today.
She won the last one.
So the mystery bar. Oh, sorry.
You should have seen it as I'm announcing. I was
They also had giveaways, and a certain friend, pen friend, won yet again. But they also had Ferris wheel press inks and fountain pens. I was able to finally grab a little Winston sticker sheet, as well as mark my journal with this awesome little stamp.
I found out that about halfway through this batch, one of my bits got chipped.
Like a little bit
Some of
shell.
them
Look how cute
are
that
a little
is.
tight on the converter.
Let me see.
As long as they go
guy
in
in
and
there.
come back out, I'm okay.
It's teeny. I love it.
But I had one take some benefit off my dad.
Love it. This is precious.
So I'm making sure that
It's gotta be an eyedropper. What are you gonna do with this?
That is teeny.
What are you gonna do with that? It's an eyedropper for sure.
Little Hollow Customs is another sweet crew, and they had their maker pens. We love that little pocket one that my friend was just showing off. And this coffee swirl one was just absolutely stunning. All right, so it is almost 3 p.m., or it's 3 on the dot actually, and we're taking a break. My train leaves in like 3 hours, 2.5 hours. But we're taking a break because we are tired, and I ended up getting some things that I want to show you real quick. So I didn't know Stationery Universe was going to be here. I saw that Heinz pen was, but Tori was there, which was really nice to see her. And at her table, I got some stickers from Sticky Club. So very cute. I got some stickers. I also got this vinyl sticker. This is from Thousand Skies, but Stationery Universe have that. I got a folded brass nib for swatching. That's gonna be fun. I got these swatch cards, and it's like constellation. So I'm hoping I can get to play with those soon. I have an art date tomorrow. I also got at Lincoln Leathers, I got this kind of pen tray holder, so it snaps. And then now I won't be so terrified when I'm inking my pens on my white desk. I can kind of hold it in this, and it's just contained, so it's cute. So that's that, and I ended up getting a pen. Got a pen, but it is my first flex nib. I got this vintage pen. It's by Ever Ready. And it has this little lever to fill the little sack inside. And it is the cutest little nib. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. There. It's super cute. It has a little heart for the, what do you call this? The hole. We don't know what it's called. It's the ink hole?
Sounds right.
Sure. Nib hole? Nick? I don't know. Leave it in the comments if you know what this is called. So yeah, so it's this tiny little thing. And I got to see some people who's a vent hole, breather hole. There. Yeah, I got to say hello to some people, some friends, some people who watch my videos, which was really cool. But what are we gonna do now? We're probably gonna have a snack and then hop back in for the final. Like I think the show ends at 5, and yeah, and I'll do a little wrap up and all that fun stuff later. Bye. After our much needed break, we went right back to the beginning of the show. It was starting to dwindle down a little bit in terms of the crowd size, so I was actually able to browse through the Luxury Brands of America table. They have a ton of different brands, so I was able to just take my time. And then we went over to Ranga Pens, which was kind of across the way in the corridor, and just talked to him about his pens. And you know, again, he's also a new to me brand, but I've heard great things about the pens and the fact that they're really affordable. True Faye, we were able to just take our time and look through their pen cases. They had a bunch of different brands. They had Sailors, they had Pilot Custom, they had Platinum Century. They had all kinds of pens, including some really ornate, fancy, way too expensive pens that were really gorgeous and intricate. It was cool because we were able to ask about the inspiration behind some of the Sailor Pro Gear Slim series.
Yeah. The story behind that one is Doki Doki, Puka Puka, Kasha Kasha.
They're big into redundancy.
Yeah, I know.
A visit to Relic Pen's table is always so fun because not only does he have these fountain pens that use materials, relics from the past in the pen body, but he also has these cool engraved pens as well.
Give it a little heart.
I think I love it. I mean, this is my
I'll
jam.
always go back to that.
Oh, it's my jam. I love it.
The D-stash table left much to be desired. It was looking a little bare, and I will say that D-stash tables at stationery shows are so much better, from my experience, than fountain pen shows. I mean, what even is this? I get the concept, but really?
It's a pelican.
Wow.
It's like
From when?
Like, that's right. This is like ancient source. It is.
Ooh, look at that rainbow.
I don't yet like yellow pens. This is beautiful. Let's see. It's a fine. And it's
very pretty.
It's a piston. Yeah.
Aren't they all pelicans are piston apparently?
Unfortunately, this desk mat was not for sale, but if anyone knows who made this, please let me know because I thought it was so cool. Not one to leave a galaxy-themed fountain pen behind. My friend had to look at this pen from the indelible table, and yeah, that's definitely her vibe. We were just talking about how we were both kind of on the fence about chunkier pens, but we have found ourselves gravitating more towards that area instead of like the slimmer bodies.
That's always good, right?
Remember the one that I went up? This is purple. That one was beige or beige. Yeah. This is purple. I went up to the window and left you in the
No, pen making friend of mine, John Tello. He did the artwork for me. But the idea of it is my youngest daughter, Ada, the 5'6" one. Yeah.
And these are the pens that she's...
So this is my oldest daughter, Kristen, with fountain telling. So they make all the materials themselves. So these are all their designs. I started out helping with the pen side. Now they're starting to do that all themselves as well. Wow. The middle row is the new model of.
A hot topic of conversation with some of the vendors at the show was just the recent string of thefts that have been happening at pen shows, and so it was very clear that this table was not messing around. Again, it's just amazing what you'll find in someone's collection. It just makes you wonder, like, how did they even come across that pen? And when did they realize that they were probably in way too deep?
Torn it up a little bit, but brand new pen from 1935.
That's crazy. That is beautiful. Is it flex?
I have no idea. Most Watermans are from this era. Oh yeah, very. Nice and springy.
It's beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous.
A variety of vintage pelicans. Always nice to see.
Look how yummy she is.
Piston type.
She very easily bends and flexes.
Come back.
She's very yummy.
There you go.
Right?
Yoop, yoop, yoop.
Wow.
She's super flexy. She's what they call a wet noodle. Oh, I love her. I'm in love with her. I want something like this, like yelly. Scream. You put on your little
Okay.
chain. She is beautiful.
How are you? I'm good. How are you? Good. That necklace. Sorry? That necklace. So beautiful. Oh, thank you.
This is pretty good. You should read that. I definitely read that wrong. Oh, that's a solid. I'm buying that one.
I didn't see this yesterday. But there's a lot going on the table.
And finally, at the Franklin Kristoff table, we took some time to test out their different nibs at their nib testing station, and we got to play around with some of their steel factory nibs, some solid gold nibs, specialty nibs, and some Nagahara ones. And that was it for the show. I mean, we gave it a solid 6 hours or so, which I found was plenty of time to just go slowly, say hi to people before calling it a day.
Oh my god, I wasn't even filming and those birds left. That was the whole point.
Okay, so I am now at the Amtrak station. I had a really fun time at the Baltimore Pen Show. It was a lot like Philly, maybe a little larger than Philly. Definitely a lot smaller than DC and San Francisco, larger than the Empire State Pen Show, and it was fun. I got to see a lot of people, like I mentioned earlier, and I don't know, I'd come back. It was definitely a lot more doable. I didn't feel super exhausted. There was space to just talk to people and chill and sit. Ooh. My train is about to arrive soon. So yeah, so now I have a 3-hour flight heading home. I did get a couple more things. Let's see, I got a little fun light that has a constellation.
Traveling on 142, business class will be the first car, quiet car will be the second car.
Trying to think what else I got. I didn't get too much else after what I showed you. So overall, it was a fun time, a little day trip, and I love that these pen shows are making me travel again, travel to places I haven't been before, or didn't think to go, because why else would I come to Baltimore? So yeah, I again definitely would recommend, especially as a first time show. There were other people who were there for the first time to their first pen show, and they were able to ask questions, and the vendors were very generous and patient and kind to just talk about their story. Even when I didn't ask for their story, they offered their story. So that's kind of the nice part about coming to these types of events, is you get to know the people behind these brands, the people that represent these brands or that make the pens themselves. I think is just invaluable. Like it's worth the time, it's worth the effort of coming to these places, even just to test out, you know, if there's a pen of a larger brand that you're considering, just trying them out for yourself. If you don't have a stationery shop close to you, this is a great way of testing out a lot of pen brands all under one roof, as well as just be part of this community, learn. I mean, today I was pushing myself to learn about brands that are unfamiliar to me still, and to talk to. Train's almost here.
Thank you for choosing Amtrak.
You're welcome, Amtrak. And this, you know, Amtrak needs to just start sponsoring me going to these pen shows, because it's so convenient and I don't have to worry about parking. Anyway, all that to say, great time, loved it, had a fun time, and I will start to prepare for the Chicago Stationery Fest coming up in a few days. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to any pen shows until DC later on this year, but who knows what'll pop up, what opportunities I'll say yes to. So thank you so much for watching and coming along with me on this little journey, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.